Good morning, everyone. So today I'm just headed to Chicago right now. We're going to be installing some spacers today. I'm going to be trying out a different brand this time. Last time I'm at G80 M3, I got the Mach Snell, and I had 15 mils all around. From hearing on the forums and everyone's saying to do 12 mils in the front and 15 in the rear. And I think I'm going to be riding on stock suspension for a little bit, so I think the 12 in the front is good, because I noticed the 15 has like a little more poke. But yeah, I'm doing it at Dynamic BMW, which is where I also did my M2 as well. They're pretty good, I know. They originally recommended me with going with the Future Classic ones, because I noticed that like on my G80 M2 I had like a little bit of like vibration high speed. I don't know if that was ultimately due to the spacer or the actual quality of it, or the alignment, because I know like my M2, like towards the time I had it, the alignment was a little off. So the Future Classic ones, they actually have like a bolt in them directly to the hub, which is good. But those unfortunately were sold out, so he told me like he usually gets all the stuff from IMB and he gets it directly from there. There's no markup, he just charges whatever the price is. So I ended up going with the MMX or MMR. They're pretty cool. Like they have like theirs is aluminum, it's a little more lightweight, and I think the material is like a little more durable, and they in their feature list they said that it won't stick and stuff. And they also have, I think, the ability to run studs on the same one, which I think is like a carbon ceramic stud or something like that, which is pretty cool. I'm obviously not going to be running studs, I'll just run the longer bolts, but should be interesting, should be a fun day. It's always good to install more parts on the G80 or any car. Alright, stay tuned. Alright, we're back home. I just wanted to confirm after the drive if I'm seeing kind of the similar characteristics as what I saw in the previous spacers that I had, but luckily I can say these are some really good quality stuff. It literally doesn't feel much different than your OEM ride quality. No vibrations or anything, when I got up to Mexico speeds. But yeah, here's the fitment. I think the 15 in the back was definitely good. I think if you can kind of see from here, it's pretty much flush. Shout out to Mega Chip Solutions for these mud flaps here. Definitely doing its work here. As you can see, still pretty clean. I think this is my favorite view, just seeing like how it's kind of tucking in there. The front, I don't know, I think I can go like, from when I look from outside, like it looks like I can go more, but then when I look from top down, because the Pirellis do have a little bit of poke, it is sticking. So I feel like I remember like on my M2 when I did 15, like it was kind of a little too aggressive, and I think that's what will happen if I do 15. So this 12 is definitely good. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense of going, to this MMR brand, because it's still pretty much like the price of like all the cheaper ones. It's very close. It's like 120 for the pair, which is pretty good for the price, to be honest. And I guess, obviously going with aluminum, they can make sure it's a little more accurate, how they machine their process and all that stuff. So that's probably why it has like a really good fit up to the hub here. So yeah, this is definitely a good mod. I think now I definitely need to just hone in on this wheel gap here. The rear is honestly perfect. You don't need to touch it at all. I've seen some people do like just the eye-box springs for the front only. I don't know how I feel about that. If like for the price, it just makes sense to just do all four, front and rear springs. So let me know if you guys have any questions.